Hello, my name is Brianna McDonnell and I'm from The B Word, a body positive plus size fashion blog, and we're here today with my friends and we're going to be discussing body confidence and sort of segueing into the 31-day body confidence challenge. So how we're going to sort of do this talk is we have a bowl full of questions and each girl is going to pick the question, answer, and then we're going to open it up for discussion.
What advice would you give your 10-year-old self? Well, that's interesting because I think that was a time when I transitioned from being like super confident about myself actually to like, because I also moved schools, so a lot of that really like affected my confidence like level. Like all my friends are gone, and this was also a time which is interesting when I got glasses. That really I think affected my body confidence. I would have told myself to just to not care so much about what other people thought about me, like whether or not I had glasses or not.
I would have told my 10-year-old self too to like forget what anyone else says and just listen to your inner voice, your light, live your life that way. Just be dope. That's like literally just like my life motto. And so that's what I would have told my 10-year-old self, because who knows where I would have been now, you know, if I had just believed in myself 100% then.
It came much later when I was like 13, 14. So I would go back and tell my like 14-year-old self like, hey, you're alright. You look good. Don't worry about, your weight or what people are saying about you.
Well, when I was 10, I probably just started having body issues. I went to Florida with my family. We visited some family friends. So, like, the daughter of that family and then we went to go get bathing suits together. We were like, let's go get matching bathing suits. And it was, like, the cutest thing. But then I had to get, like, the bandana style one because it covered my tummy a little bit. And then the other girl got the one that was, like, an actual like bikini one. I think in middle school it got way worse. Everybody going through all their like physical changes. I remember I had like a best friend and then it turned into like this frenemies thing, and she like was really gorgeous and I felt so like not as pretty compared to her. Yeah, you're constantly comparing yourself to other people. So I think if I went back and told my younger self 10 or 14, I think I just tell myself to focus more on my art, continue developing myself and having fun and not worry about what other people think and all this stuff. Mix it up.
Oh, what did beautiful mean to you when you were younger versus now? I don't know, I think beautiful was my mom probably. My beautiful was her, and she was just, it was like having your like beautiful dress on and like your wrapping and your headdress and makeup, and so you try to like shovel out the shit and remind yourself it's just your peace. I think is my beauty.
So it's not about the external, it's the internal.
It's not about the clothes, it's not about the makeup, not about the jewelry. It's about like how do you wake up in the morning.
Every single day I struggle with what beauty is. Am I beautiful? Do I feel beautiful? And there's also a difference between like logically, like I know I'm pretty. Do I feel pretty? No. You know what I mean? And so it's kind of like that struggle, but at the same time it is developing into that sense of what beauty is now. And I think feeling beautiful comes from within to the outside now. Confidence and beauty are interlinked.
But like so much of our validation comes from men. Like so much of that. Should we just open that can of worms?
I wasn't like one of the cool elementary kids who had their first boyfriend.
Oh Lord.
That also added to like I guess because of this also I'm like really not attractive right now. I sure like you and but it's like that also I think starts changing your mindset of that affirmation, like, oh, if boys don't like me, I must not be, therefore I'm not likable. Like that was kind of the mentality, and I still struggle with that.
Because if you look at the Victoria's Secret model, that is what America or the world deems as like the supreme sexy. Like these women picked from across the globe, like these are the sexy women. And so I look at that and it's like I want to be that, but why do I want to be that? Because men find that attractive. And so it's like it's just this constant circle of needing to be validated. You're needing your body to be validated, not your personality, not who you are, not how you are, what you've accomplished. Like your body to be validated by a man so he could want you.
Like I was in an interview And, you know, I was talking about how I just finished school. I moved from Riverside County. I want to do the LA thing. And he asked me, well, how does your mom and dad feel about you living in LA? And I'm like, excuse you? Would you ask a man that question? Like,
No.
I was taken aback. Like, no. What does that have to do with me getting the job? I was a girl who, like, never had a boyfriend in high school, never got, like, asked out on dates or any of that kind of thing. So I was like, I must be, like, the hideous Muppet of the school because, like, no one likes me. All the guys I liked were just like, no, you're gross. Do you ever feel you hold back in any aspect of your life because of your physical appearance? That is a deep one. When I was younger, I held back a lot, like in high school. That was like the most insecure time of my life, and I was worried about my weight, and I was worried about my hair, and I was worried about, you know, my looks, and I was trying to put on makeup even though I wasn't really allowed to wear makeup, but I was like, I think I need makeup.
Was it it was 2002. It was when I first came from Nigeria here, and I remember I was 10. So you come in and you have I have this beautiful thick accent, and you're like entering middle school and high school. And I was filled with white people and black people. So then at first I was with the white people, and then I got into the whole English. Now I talk like this now, guys. And then I moved to the black people, and then I was like, I had the email, the ghetto girl at yahoo.com.
Ghetto girl at yahoo.com. You know, as a black girl, you like a guy, and he's a white guy. Oh. And he tells you, you know what, I really like you too, but I can't date you because my dad is racist.
Wow.
And like that just totally shattered my confidence, and it was worse to hear that from someone my own race say that. Like, I don't date black girls because you guys are loud and you're gross and you're this and you're that. Just listing off these things, and it's like, it's really horrible. And I'm like, am I just like some disgusting like blob? Like, wow. Should I just not show my face anymore? Like, it was really tragic. I was a weird kid. Like, I didn't fit in. If I hung out with the white kids, it was like all about, you know, you're black and, you know, braid my hair and Monica, can you teach us this dance? And if you hang out with the black kids, it's like, why do you talk like that? Why do you dress like that? Why do you listen to that kind of music? Why are you so white? You're an Oreo. Blah blah blah. And it's like you get the shit from both sides, and it's like, well, where do I fit?
You just have a bunch of accents now.
I
have so many. But now you feel weird. Like, now you feel like you're this big mix of you that's like all these different versions of yourself.
Yeah, I have like 20 different versions of myself that I have to put out. You know, when I'm with my family, I'm this Monica. When I'm with John, I'm this Monica. When I'm with my parents, I'm this way. When I'm with you guys, maybe, you know, I can be this way.
Because when you mix it, you're not you.
Like, who the fuck am I? Like, who is Monica Bryant? Like, who is she? I don't know who she is.
Talking to other women, that's something why I really wanted to do this. How they felt about themselves shocked me, and how much I connected with them. Like, also, I was like, wow, I felt that. And everyone has said, I was like, I felt that. And I was like, that's really like encouraging and empowering to be able to share, and then to also see in other people sort of their struggle and be like, I would have never known that about you.
You know, when I don't do well on an audition, I don't like immediately crash down on my body image, but of course, like, I walk out with, I'm not good enough. You know, whether that's my talent or my body image, like how I looked. I think, you know, like you were saying earlier, how body image and confidence is totally intertwined. I totally agree. Like, just last night, I was just like weeping, like, am I good enough?
It's so interesting because I only see like your highlight reel, and I'm living my life with my bad, good, everything, and I'm like, well, why am I not that happy? And it's like, no, you go home and cry too, you know? Yeah. That's really, I think, empowering for women to communicate that as well, and not just show our photoshopped images, to be real 100% as you can, and to share, because that's when we all come together.
How many rejections do I need to face before I'm like, okay, maybe this is not what I'm meant to do.
Because it's not about me. It's not about I'm Brianna and I'm doing this because I'm vain and I want to see pictures of myself and I want to look pretty in outfits. No. It's about I want to be myself and be so confident that my energy and my vibes help other people achieve that too. Have other people feel self-love and self-confident and live their best lives.
But also there's that part of me where it's like, no, keep doing it. Because you are good enough, you know? And it's just a matter of me diving into myself and getting that voice to be louder